that there is some ongoing debate on restrictions on Muslim students in Wesley Girls, which conflicts with international human rights standards.
Mama yangu, game over. Uwanja wake kaingia sasa.
If something hasn't broken, why do you have to fix it? If something isn't cracked, say adiebi and cracky and I say why do you want to fix it? As I grow, as I study history, as I study human behavior, as I study religions, not me share the way and AC behavior, I have come to realize there are some religions you don't give them 1 inch, because all man 1 inch in no time he will go 1 mile. That is how I have realized that is the way Islam is. I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody, but the truth is the truth. It is what it is, and I will say yetimi hwe bibi anim na yetimi kan kure eche no kure. And the kure no dey say baby biara Islam ebekono. Islam doesn't assimilate. Islam, he doesn't conform. Wherever Islam will go Islam will try to dominate. Obe try say there or no peno ena odi beba that new place The place may be beautiful, the place may not have any problem, there may be nothing wrong with the place, but say Islam enyaba baby a opese odi die Islam e preach and I say die Islam ebeboa Islam eno na odi ba ho. We all know what is happening in Ghana. Wesley Girls is almost 200 years old. Wesley Girls, it is one of the oldest institutions that we have in Ghana. Okay, there is nothing wrong with it. It has not broken. Every institution is not perfect, so I believe Wesley Girls and so will not be perfect, but it is one of the best senior high schools Ghana. Every parent will want their child to go there. Why is it if you are a Muslim and you are coming to that school, you want to come and impose what you want on that school? You will see people saying adentina yebema entokwa aba omaimu, adentina yebema chaos aba omaimu. Chese if it doesn't go the way of Islam, echese esese entokwa bana, echese esese chaos eba na. There has never been chaos in Wesley Girls until obisi odaneba ako Wesley Girls na oyana kremoni. Now, Wesley Girls doesn't allow Muslims to freely practice their religion, and he's going to take Wesley Girls to court. That is why most of us Christians, our Ghana, we have learned through history if you give a Muslim 1 inch or 1 mile, that is why we don't want to vote for a Muslim to become the president of Ghana. I will never ever do that. I don't know what will make me do that. Probably under some circumstances. Now, I want to show you something via a course of Australian Parliament. Australian Parliament Muslim Yatu Obama na wabeye before a member of Parliament. Moko he the way osi dress here. Let us go and look at how she dressed. After they omuko kan or say they are being racist, they are being Islamophobic. It is one of the terms now omu invent here. So can be bina ankwama Islam nkwadia. You are Islamophobic.
President, a dress code might be a choice of the senators, but racism should not be the choice of the Senate. This is a racist senator displaying blatant racism and Islamophobia, President, and someone should pull her up on that.
She is disrespecting a faith. She is disrespecting the Muslims out there, Muslim Australians. It's absolutely unconstitutional. This needs to be dealt with immediately before we proceed.
Clearly, what has happened today is not a genuine demonstration of faith. In fact, it is the middle finger to people of faith. It is extremely racist and unsafe, and I would like you to reconsider your earlier ruling that it is not appropriate in this Senate to draw attention to a religion that this person does not even subscribe to.
I intend to uphold the ruling of Senator Parry and ask Senator Hanson to remove herself from the chamber and remove the clothing and come back dressed appropriately, or risk suspension, and she certainly will not be heard if she doesn't remove herself from the chamber. Thank you, Senators. I am advised that because we are on a point, Senator Hanson, you will not be heard. Senator Hanson, you will not be heard. Senator Hanson, you will not be heard. I've repeated the order. Please suspend till the ringing of the bells.
It's nothing to do with, against a person's faith. As I said, I respect a person's faith, no matter what your faith is. But when it does impact on the national security of this nation, when it impacts and, when we are at a probable cause for terrorism in the country, I'm sorry, I am going to keep standing my ground until we get some common sense.
Thank God, sir. The Speaker of the Parliament told the Muslim woman to go out and change before she will come back to the Parliament. You see, I don't know why the entire say Nkramofo they don't want to assimilate. Nowhere in the world Abekwa Nkramofo assimilate. The other day I heard say Chidi Jonas was saying the Muslims in Ghana are very peaceful Muslims.
Ghana Nkramofo ni papa o. Ba foreigners ni Nkramofo ni Yahudifo. Including a Middle East Nkramofo nyina. What the abisa Ghana for Saudi Arabia ni Jordan ni ade udi agro a betime yiwe fra brosan so do wahwe for maku. Omo criminals. Omo nya Ghana Nkramofo na omo ye nipa bone omo ye nipa papa no.
There is nothing like peaceful Islam. There may be some few Muslims are omo ye peaceful, but Islam ankasa eje peaceful. Islam doesn't let people to assimilate into the environment. Islam tells them to dominate. I live in Canada right now. When I see what is happening in Canada, when I see what is going on in UK, when I see what is going on in the United States, they come as a minority, they come as peaceful people, they come as though just give them time, let them become a majority. If you take the sword and weapons and you take political power out of Islam, Islam is very, very vulnerable. Islam is very, very weak. They know say the Minister of Education, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, or a Muslim, they know that. I don't know. They believe say when they start something like this, now they bet tested waters now here, they will stir this up because the Minister of Education Haruna Iddrisu now or Muslim no or can be Eddie Amomo. That is why. So I am really, really convinced Islam. If you take political power, now if you take weapons, now if you take fear, and if you take lies out of Islam, you don't have much left. Imagine if they had the president. That is why if you're a Christian and you have the Holy Spirit within you, I can't explain it enough for you to understand why there should never be a point in time in Ghana in your life only to be Muslim that should never happen. Okay, except you haven't read wine, except you don't know what is happening in other countries. Give them 1 inch, they will go 1 mile. Whenever they come into an environment, they change the environment to suit them. That is why some of us who are Christians, I don't care whether you belong to NPP or NDC, think about posterity, think about freedom, think about some things and say we have to preserve them. But when they come there, they want to come and change it. We all know what is happening in Ghana. Say Obi and the back or Wesley Girls, and I don't really know what is happening, but basically I think say the lady and I said the girl wants to also have their hijab and have all those things on. They said before or Muslim high school and the freedoms and this Muslim girl wants to do the same thing Wesley Girls. But I believe so many Muslim girls have attended Wegehe all these years. They haven't had a problem. They didn't die. Nothing bad happened to them. Omako Wesley Girls every Wesley Girls is getting to 200 years old. So I want to believe say a lot of Muslim ladies have passed through Wegehe. Nothing bad happened to them. But you see, the moment the Muslim discovers, say, obi wo tumi mu anaso omu obi wa bayima obetimi aka omasem ama they will start to protest. They will start to take certain things to court. They will start to try to push okay, on the people to see how the people are going to react. And you know, Abranti or the Wesley Girls ako court say a friend say court no enko kana sem emfa no. Now fe eno dan China, the Minister of Education Haruna Iddrisu so ono so ebe kika nsem bi. Yankwana yenko tie ne Haruna Iddrisu so kan and then I'll continue after that.
Mr. Speaker, let me also use this opportunity in debating the budget, since I speak as the present Minister for Education, that there is some ongoing debate on restrictions on Muslim students in Wesley Girls, which conflicts with international human rights standard and even standard expected of us in Ghana's Constitution under Article 33(5) and 26(1) of the Constitution. And then to assure our colleagues that we have a duty to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian child and to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian citizen. No right is divisible, and that we will not countenance any action by any person to deny any Ghanaian girl the opportunity to profess or practice any religion. Regulatory discipline. We expect that students must practice their religion freely, be they Christians or Muslims. In a Muslim school or in a Christian school, allow them the freedom to profess and practice the religion of their choice. I thought that I should make this public today as we observe Independence Day. Part of our independence is the rights guaranteed under the Constitution. And the Constitution allows that headmasters, head teachers, management of schools, be it Christian or Muslims, would uphold the right. Those rights are not divisible. So I expect strict compliance, that no student is denied the opportunity to practice a religion. So Gigi, you are to observe and report.
Many people don't know, say, there is a place in northern part of Ghana. There is a town, Laribanga. I want to believe most of you might have heard of this name, Laribanga, because of the popular, the famous mosque. One of the oldest mosques in West Africa. Sir Laribanga Hono. Do you know, say they don't allow anybody to build a church over there? Many people don't know that. They don't allow anybody to build a church over there. Omoma Christians AC Asoidan.
The population of Laribanga is
5,000 currently.
And almost like, let's say 99% are Muslims.
Everybody is Muslim, please.
Are there Christians here?
Yes, please. Because we have a health center, like clinic, and we also have a school, like primary school. So most of the teachers have been coming from different areas, and it's allowed to stay. But one thing of fear, we don't have a church.
You don't have a church in this community?
Yes, please.
Only mosques?
Yes, and it's not allowed.
See, it's not allowed to
build a church.
It's not allowed to build a church in this community. Wow, very, very interesting. Is this community ever going to allow a church to be built here?
No, please. But people tried several times for a church to build, but the elders could not allow. And the reason is that they always have a feeling or a mind that when they allow people to build a church here, maybe the generation children have been coming out, who knows, they can change their mindset. So that's the main reason why the elders were not allowed to build a church. I was born and bred here. People come several times to build a church, but they could not allow it.
This is Ghana. We are ruled by the same constitution. Look at what they are saying. You see how Christians are peaceful people. You see how Christians don't normally protest. These people called Muslims, they call themselves the religion of peace. It is the opposite. It is only a religion of peace in their way. Okay, as long as it is going their way, it is a religion of peace. But if it doesn't go their way, it is never a religion of peace. It is only Christians. A Christian say, we are still patient and humble, and we try to follow the law, and we try to be kind and patient and all that. But that is not who Muslims are. Okay? Or say they don't allow Christians to build churches in those places. Can you imagine? And so wherever the Christians are, they open their doors for non-Christians to come and have a place for their worship. You see, the reason why those of us who are Christians, we should make sure, say, Ghana forever become a Christian majority country. They say, when there is Christianity in Ghana, all the other religions will have the freedom to practice their belief. But when it is the other way around, that is not how they treat Christians. Christians will be restricted. When Christians are in the majority, they allow other religions to practice their faith. But say other religions are in the majority and they are in power, they don't allow Christians to practice their faith.
Onipa no de or call to invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Say the Supreme Court should declare say Niama Wesley Girls say unconstitutional to the extent that affect human right, especially under freedom to worship, equality under Article 17.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure so Obeka Article 21 so
Article 12
fantastic.
17
yeah, 12
21 26
broad fundamental human rights so 12 17 and saying 21
and
fantastic
26
fantastic. I know say one or mobeko. So normally if you are invoking the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, you go under Article 21 and 130. Mamenka sim wenche nuanum bia ewo asomfo from especially Muslim for ye won namfofo bebrewum kwa me kwasafo enen nam no kasai ni oye meka ho adwuma ye friend Shamsu ni oye me streeter ye friend Aziz Baba, and these are very fantastic guys that I mingle with. Kwame obuo pa di buo pa si ye buni papa Baba Shamsu mo, and these are Muslim guys and me respect you me shia ni edi agora. Hey, on TB Baba and TB Biasikra Christianity or Timmy Busame. Lawyer, now Moses says ni yadi hon komo. But I didn't like the last but one person, as some kind say, see a Maya who say a kuskumwa. Yeah.
Threat.
What is that? Oma who say okwa school no dia. School no odiana. Kwame, me chadi or Presbyterian University. Ye statute muno. Ye ntro bibia e wo hono say obi onye Presbyni ntibindi SRC president dog. Yentro musu say obi onye Christian ntibindi. And I'm telling you, 3 years ago, we had a Muslim who was the SRC president for the entire university.
People voted for him.
Yes, the student voted for him. This is Presbyterian University, Ghana. But a Muslim was a SRC president. Kwame Mesremi Busau. Ade we obeti Islamic University.
I know the ANC.
It will never happen. Because from day one, say it is solely their religious like obi or faith and I agree with them. Because Kwame, I say schools schools no de buy no. It was not just for educational purposes. They also wanted to use it as a channel to imbibe their own faith into people. Kwame Bajoti say. Anyway, it's simple. Opposite on legal grounds. Man can if you have no severally. Obako school near restricting on Yamahua. Please, your child is under 18 years, and I've said it. Article 14E is very specific on that. For the purposes of education, the liberty of a child less than 18 years shall be taken away from him or her.
for the
purposes of education. I don't know when Crawford person
it is a bia sabreno akrano or ye akomchini.
Exactly.
Ye who say bia ye be
yes. Oh, Chichashikra was school.
They have the right.
Now you see under Article 30. Also a Jehovah Witness me a doctor, me ma umoja to save you, and I'll come under Article 30 because the right of the sick. Me the constitutional provision. I have to protect your life. I know because I'll come under Article 30. That I did that because he was sick, and nobody was giving any consent. But what I say,
lawyer, say you can't commit suicide.
Debbie. Say we go na do life with you take ya o na I didn't think say na do kuka. I didn't think no mrane say wa na wo kwa. I didn't nya o say ne kaku. In fact, people are even asking say expunge the part of suicide that we are criminally liable because people even feel say onipa bibi ha na adwi mu enti no person oku no na sa de o sa de ne koto afiase. Yes. I am pre. Enti kwa me mesre abrante no kasa na otie yen minim so otie me. He should bow down his head in shame. And I'm sure some Muslims will not even follow him to do that. Kwame, there are decent people in this country. Me life, the person who has helped me a lot, one of the people or help a doctor or helping me in my life to even get my last laptop. How la Isa? Oh, you Muslim nini? Very nice woman. Or no first laptop. Go and see the social media. Professor Nigeria for MBA. The Arab countries. Ghana for no saying.
Yeah.
How come that there is a Bronibi TikTok video? Sorry, Sorry, the next lane, mosque.
And there's no confusion.
And there's no confusion. And then one.
Oh, Ghana.
Me fitting shop. I mean, Baba Mutun said it.
So you are saying, say, Odoba, school.
That is the point. You see, from day one, Kwame, from day one, you knew where you were taking. Kwame, even in Christianity now, I must say, one a religious people. Dog, they are sects. SECT. There are different beliefs in Christianity. Even Muslim, exactly. Me a Presbyterian. My mother is a Presbyterian. My father is a Presbyterian. I was born into Presbyterianism. Me ko Pope John Senior High School. 12 bar Angelus. What do you mean? You go and say that you are Presbyterian too? My mother will know if he me ko kasa asem no crowd. Me crowd exam. I want you serious. Now ko Roman school. Now for senka ko ere.
Angelus no. Angelus. I said someone go to an.
Papa 12 you go to JC from Hail Mary, full of grace, Mother of God. Now the mamuso baby ojina bia. So only classroom baby ojina bia be to 12.
Mama.
And this is what we all practice. Yes, because we all Roman school. Yeah, this is what we all practice, Kwame. And we never had problems with it. There were Muslims. TIMAS. Oko on Christians. If the Christians tell me, say, fantastic. Oh, Christian, you could say, TIMAS, for some of my acquire my NC, I sorry dying, and may all 19, yeah, they call court. What do you mean? Now, what TIMAS, none say Muslim school. Now, what TIMAS, now, TIMAS, I'm here to imbibe their Muslim faith, also in the students. And look, people should get the understanding. Obano Oko for number of years, 3 years.
Yes.
After 3 years, me feel Pope John, me Jimmy Hunsui. Dog, about to offer me kotu baby. About to offer me kotu baby. Angelus being kabiem. It just Kwame. It just a matter of time.
Okay.
It's a matter of
okay. So
if you go to Rome,
many attorney general,
and you see Kwame, last one.
This church, you know, are entitled to maintain rules.
Of course. Hey, men can't sorry be. Bomuni momo. Woman's school dime back who crowd krumha. And so I'm to almost national pledge, national anthem, now by catching me so school, you can't national anthem, banning in a house, you are not serious. More sorry in school, than far back.
Okay, all right.